the one about the labor files was just a few months ago, and that was a huge series that I invested a lot in. The Twitter files themselves were full of material about the left. But let's
talk about it. Maybe I just am not aware of it. What Twitter file materials is were germane to the interests of the left? I'd love to hear about them.
The issue with consortium, for instance.
What's the issue with consortium?
Yeah, and by the way, I just wrote about the Newsguard suit involving consortium and how they're suing.
I'd love to hear about it. What's the deal there?
Oops. He thought he could just throw some name. Oh, the consortium thing. Oh, okay. Let's move on to something else. No, tell us about it.
Newsguard, as well as some right-leaning organizations. It's two different suits, but they're suing Newsguard, which is as I mentioned in my testimony. But in fact, the reason that consortium, one of the reasons that they're able to file a suit against Newsguard, is because I mentioned Newsguard.
He in no way is addressing the question, right? She's saying that the stuff in the Twitter files was all to the benefit of the right and Elon Musk, right? They loved it, right? But he's saying, no. There's a lot of stuff that's, that the left, is reporting about the left. But now he's just rambling. He's just, consortium. Where's the left-wing interest in whatever you're saying?
In my testimony as a Pentagon-funded organization, and in my correspondence with them, they admitted that they were essentially doing work for an Air Force intelligence service, and this turned into the part of the basis for Newsguard's suit against against Newsguard. But leaving that aside, let's
the Newsguard lawsuit against Newsguard.
And this turned into the part of the basis for Newsguard's suit against against Newsguard. But
the Newsguard suit against Newsguard. So they're suing themselves. Why is he all animated and saying stuff that doesn't make any sense, bouncing around? It's almost as if he's a fraud and being exposed, and it makes him feel uncomfortable. I mean, that's just the way it looks. That may not be the case, but that's what it looks like. Notice in all the rambling that he did, he didn't make any clear point about why this would be of interest to the left. Now, the accusation made by Brihana is that, all the stuff that he focused on in the Twitter files, it was all focused on things that would benefit Elon Musk and also the right wing, right? So I think she's kind of getting into the idea of how he sort of panders to the right wing. And in his defense, he claims, no, there wasn't just all a bunch of right-wing stuff. There's plenty of left-wing stuff in there. When asked to provide an example, what does he provide? A story about a lawsuit between Newsguard and consortium. So I looked into it. And what do I see when I just Google search for it? I see a bunch of right-wingers and Republicans talking about it. So your defense of you doing Twitter files, only focusing on stuff that the right is talking about, your defense of that is to bring up a story that the right wing is talking about. What? Well, of course, he's smart enough to know that most of his followers are not going to look into it, so they'll just be like, "Oh, got her! Brihana, she's so biased. Look at her, he got her. He's a real journalist, and she's just a left-wing partisan, blah, 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 blah." Anyway, this is the Debate Me channel. Debate Me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, be well.